Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Autumn Embers and welcome to me building a brutalist architectural looking home. Now when I first started building this, I never intended to build a brutalist home, because when I was on Pinterest, I was just looking through bits and pieces, lots of homes, lots of like other things that could inspire me to make a different looking home in The Sims 4, and then I came across a what's it called, an illusion picture, and I really liked it, and mainly because I love illusions, by the way. I absolutely love illusions. And I came across this picture. It kind of looked like illusion to me because you couldn't find where the beginning was, you couldn't find where the ending was, you didn't know what it was. It just looked like a random L-shaped thing with lots of stairs and lots of cubes, and I was like, oh, this is interesting, isn't it? Oh, perhaps I could build this in The Sims 4. And I went ahead, built it, and I really liked where it looked. So I decided to take some pictures of it and then delete it and then start recording it and then rebuild it for you guys to watch and see. And as I was building it, I was like, this kind of reminds me of that brutalism or brutalist architecture. And I will tell you what this brutalism or brutalist architecture is. So, brutalism, also known as brutalist architecture, is a style that emerged in the 1950s and grew out of the early 20th century modernist movement. Brutalist buildings are characterized by their massive, monolithic and blocky appearance, with rigid geometric style and large scale of use of poured concrete. So basically, they're proper ugly. And as I was building this, I was like, oh yeah, this is reminding me of that. And so I thought, let's go ahead and just pop some concrete onto this build and see what it looks like. And once I did that, I was like, oh, this really looks like a brutalist or brutalism architecture now. And yeah, I did not intend to make a brutalist or brutalism architectural looking home. And the reason why I know about this type of architectural style, not because I'm a big fan of architectural style, I don't read about it. The only reason why I know about this style is because at the moment, I'm still currently doing a series of like houses through the years or through the ages, and I started off with the Tudor, and I really wanted to build the 70s home, even though I was still at the Tudors part or the era or the year, and I was still doing that, but I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna move straight on to the 70s build. I am doing it with like periodically. No, I won't. I am doing it yearly. I am doing it all like in time order. That's it. I am doing it in time order. So I have done the Stuart. I've hit a bit of a wall with the Georgian era, but that will be coming like in 2 weeks' time, because finally, after the third time, I've managed to build a Georgian house that I'm really happy with. I've just I will discuss it when I'm doing the voiceover for the Georgian build, why there is 6 months in between the Stuart build and the Georgian build, because I just hit sort of like lots and lots of stumbling blocks, and I would go into more with that voiceover. But when I was building the Tudor house, I was just like, I really want to build the 70s home, because if you've seen 70s interior design, it's like, wait, what? It's like, what were you thinking when you thought avocado corner bars was a good thing to go for? I had absolutely no idea what's with the browns and the oranges and the nature-inspired colours. I don't understand. And so, yeah, I went on to build the 70s home, and you guys won't be able to see it until we reach the 70s in that series, but I'm so happy and sort of like looking forward for you guys to see it, because I absolutely love it. But as I was researching 70s homes and 70s interior and architectural style, I came across the brutalist or brutalism architectural style, which is why I know about this style is because of that reason. And I'm really enjoying, despite the time it's taken me to get through these houses through the ages, I'm really enjoying them because I am learning about different architectural styles of like what was going on during that time. I can now spot a Georgian home. I don't need the confirmation of the subtext underneath. I can go, yeah, it's a Georgian home, or that's a Stuart home, or that's, well, I think most people can go, oh, that's a Tudor home. Tudor homes are quite pretty recognisable to point out. But yeah, I am having a lot of fun with the houses through the ages series, but I will go into it more in the Georgian voiceover as to why it took me so long to do. But yeah, that is where I learned about the brutalism architectural style, is through that series. So here I'm basically placing rocks down because recently I've been seeing lots and lots of people building with rocks. And I was like, I want to join in. I want to put rocks with my builds. So that's what I decided to doodles. The reason why I'm building out like a basement area here is because I wanted to control how much rock you were seeing, because these rocks are from the debug catalog menu. It's the base game debug menu, and I love them. They're just a bit big. And so I was like, okay, a bit big. Even when you scale them down, they're still a bit too big. And so I know you can draw a basement underneath and then lift items through like the ceiling or the floor, and use the items still. And so that's what I was trying to do to like control the size of them. But as you can see, the colour of the rock changed from like a nice white silvery rock to more like a charcoal rock. And was like, oh, okay, this is now sort of like standing out like a sore thumb. So I was like, okay, let's not do that again. I'm not going to delete it. I'm just going to shove more rocks on top, and hopefully it's not going to look as bad as it was. But yeah, so that's why I was doing the basement thing, and I actually really love the contrast between sort of like very harsh man-made concrete look against the very like soft nature, because I do deck out the front garden with lots more plants and stuff like that, and water. I do put like a little water feature down here, and I really just love that the like contrast between those two very like opposite materials. I just love it. So I'm just putting down some windows. I really love the way this looks from the outside, because from the outside you don't really see many windows. You see about 2 windows, because I do delete that third window in the very top of this house. I do delete that. And so from the front, if you're looking at it from straight on, all you can see is 2 windows, and I love that. I don't know why, but at the moment I've been building a lot of things that require windows not to be on the front. For example, I built the old classic movie theatre. Normally you don't see movie theatres with windows on the front of them, perhaps on the side or at the back. So that's what I did. Again, I did that with the Lego build. Typically, Lego bricks don't have windows to them, so to stop breaking that illusion, I put the windows on the back or on the side, and I've just been really liking that look, and I've been doing it quite a lot, and I really like the fact that the only windows, if you're looking straight on, are the 2 windows at the top. So yeah, I like that. I also really like sort of the indents or the pop outs, the cutouts of this build, which you only really get to see if you're on like an angle like this. So yeah, I really like that, which is the reason why I kept it and decided to build it for you guys, because I built this once before off screen, because like I said, this was I think it was an illusion. It looked like an illusion to me, but it looked like an illusion. I was like, oh, okay, I really like this, but I'm not too sure if I can replicate it or even build it in The Sims 4. And so I built it off screen, not recording, and I really liked it. And I took some like screenshots or photos on my phone and then rebuilt it for you guys to see and watch. And yeah, like I said, I love illusions. I have drawn an illusion for my dad. A couple of years back, I drew an illusion for like a Father's Day card, but instead of like being like a folded card, it was just a bit of paper. And what the illusion was, it was basically a plain piece of paper to which I then had to draw lines on it to make it look like lined paper. So I then could draw little stick figures and look like they're appearing out of the lines and out of the paper and trying to pull their friends up, because I don't know, the humans are coming, you don't want to know that there's little creatures living inside your paper. And so yeah, I drew that. You may have seen it on Google, and I was like, oh, my dad likes illusions, I don't know what to do for Father's Day and I don't like any of these cards, so I was like, oh, let's go and draw this illusion, shall we? And it felt like a illusion that I could draw. And yeah, when I gave the bit of paper to my dad, he thought it was a lined bit of paper, which is pretty cool, because I'm one of those people that even with a ruler, I can't draw a straight line. So that's pretty good going. That's actually like really, really good. When you give something, give something to someone, when you're drawing something or making something, and it has to look like a certain thing, and you tell and you give it to the person, or you go, hey, what do you think this looks like? And they instantly recognize it. Oh, it's just like the best compliment ever. It's like, oh, thank you, you recognized it to what it should be. Oh, thank you, you don't have to say anymore. So that was brilliant. So yeah, I love illusions. Anyway, moving on to the kitchen. So at this moment in time of building this, I built this ages ago, by the way. At the moment in time of building this, I was still going through my interiors block, and the way I worked around my interiors block and sort of like build homes and get videos out for you guys to watch, I kind of went about it as to put and use items in my homes that I wouldn't necessarily use or have used, but I haven't used them in a very, very long time. So I knew I wanted this to have like an industrial look to it. So I was like, okay, I know the theme of it, but what do I do now? So I decided to use the base game kitchen counters because I don't really use them that much. You did see me try out other counters that I would normally use for industrial interiors, but I thought, no, let's go for something a little bit different and go for the base game ones, and I think they suit this space a lot more. This dining table here, this is the dining table I used for when I was doing the every room is a different pack challenge. Now there is no video of it. I have recorded it, I have edited it, I've done the voiceover, I've edited the voiceover, the screenshots. It's basically all ready to go, but I haven't released it because I don't know if you would like to watch it. So if you would like to watch that video, please let me know, because otherwise you guys won't be able to see it. So yeah, I did discover that get together dining table when I was doing the dining room for that challenge, and I discovered that dining table. I was like, oh, I never really used that, and I really, really like it, and it sort of has like a farmy industrial vibe, which is why I was trying to use it there. But I was in two minds as should I go for that one or should I go for the cats and dogs table, which is a table I've used lots and lots in the past before, but it's been a while since I've used it, so I thought, yeah, let's use that. With those dining chairs they're from the Parenthood pack. I really, really like them. I've used them in one of my past builds before. It was quite recent. It's the what's it called? It's the one, the diamond on it with the roof. It's called the Modern Eco Home. I didn't really think for like a imaginative name for that, but I used those chairs before in that house and I really, really like them, so I used them here, and I've only started using them, so I thought, yeah, that's right then. And the hallway here, both the hallways are actually study areas. So in the hallway, we just spin round. In the hallway, we have like a bookcase, and we have a chess table. As you go up the stairs, we have a desk area. Just popping back the wall, or the ceiling, the floor, because I was trying to put the stairs there because I was struggling with stairs. So I did try to put the stairs there, but it didn't really work, so I put them here instead. So downstairs it's basically the industrial university looking bookcases with the chess tables, and then here it is a very narrow hallway, but there was a space here at this end by the window. So like, okay, I need to put something here, but what do I put? So I put down a desk, and I put down and that rug there, that sort of like nature looking rug. I haven't used that before, so I was like, oh yeah, let's keep that there, because it kind of matches up with the nature on the outside of this build, and I've never used it before. I like the colours. It's got like black with green, and I thought, yeah, since I'm trying to decorate this house in an industrial style but still using items I've never used before and trying to make it look nice, I thought, yeah, let's put that down here. I felt like I should put something against this wall, but I didn't know what. So I did try to put like a little table there. Notice it was a little bit too tight, so I felt like a normal picture would just look daft, and I wasn't really feeling it. So I used those wooden slab things as another bit of texture to some sort. But yeah, I put them down. I thought, yeah, it looks alright. So moving on to here. So this is the outside kind of balcony at the very front of the house with the vines all over it. And here I am making my make yourself your own fireplace, because I've seen so many people do this like for months, and I've tried it like several times. The first time I didn't know I needed a sim with me to turn on the flaminess. I mean, it makes sense now. But yeah, and then I tried it before, but it wasn't the right house, or didn't have the right size house. And so for here, I thought this is absolutely perfect. It's a nice thing to decorate the balcony with. I've got this empty, very thin 1x4. I could put those flamey torch things in there and make your own fireplace, which is something that I always wanted to do. I did have a watch a video to remind myself of how to do it. I saw one of the videos use the seasoned coal. I think you can find it in debug. I don't think you can. No, I think you can. I think you can find it without debug. It's in the decoration clutter section. I saw someone else use coal, which makes sense because fire needs coal. So I put some coal down there. I wasn't too sure if it looked good or if it did. So I kind of just left it. I think it's one of those things for me. I just have to stare at it, going, does it look good? Oh, I just thought about it. If you have the new expansion, which lots of people do, which is the Eco Living Lifestyle Pack, I don't have it, so I can't remember the name of it, but it's the Eco Pack. But there's a fireplace in there that look quite nice out here. So if you don't like this, but fine, you can get rid of that and use the Eco fireplace, because that will look quite nice here as well. But I really, really like it. I'm so happy I was able to make my own fireplace, because I've seen so many people do it before, and I really, really wanted to do it for so long, and now I finally found the place. It's brilliant. So moving on to the living room area, I'm still at the point where I'm like, okay, I know I want to do industrial, but I really don't know where else to go from here. So I know I want to use items that I wouldn't necessarily gravitate towards or I haven't used before but want to use them. So that's what I'm doing here. I haven't really used the the tiny living sofa in a swatch, which is a shame because it's quite nice. It's nice dark colours. I think I did use that swatch colour though in the modern eco house, but that base game weird looking lamp thingy, I always think it's ugly. But I thought for this build, I thought it's perfect. Of course, it's very cubey, it's very sort of basic looking like this build. It's very sort of like blocky and chunky. So I thought that was perfect, and it looks quite nice in here. I do have to say, with the base game update, with the new base game update, you do get like a little notification when your Sims are uncomfortable due to certain wallpapers that you may have used. Some of the certain wallpapers that I have used, I think I may have used in this house because I built it before that came across. And it's kind of insulting because the little thing that they have, it's like, oh, I'm really happy, or I'm a bit embarrassed. And there's another thing that says, oh, it's poorly decorated. It's like, oh wow, wait, what do you mean it's poorly decorated? Well, bloody dare, yeah, I spent ages on this. What? But yeah, I think I may have used some of those wallpapers in here because I built it before the update, and so you may get that very insulting little thing that says poorly decorated, which is just very rude, and it upset me, and I was like, oh, bloody dare you so little rude for little thing. I thought I liked you, my tester Sim. I don't now, I don't like it, I've gone right off you. But yeah, I think I may have used some of the uncomfortable wallpapers. I do apologise. Okay, but anyways, it's still nice. I think it's still nice despite me Sim. Anyways, so yeah, I was struggling a little bit until I came across the activities table. We have quite a few of them. You got one in Seasons, you got one in Cats and Dogs. Is it Cats and Dogs? I don't know. Got one in Parenthood. I used the Parenthood one, and if I was playing with this house, I would naturally put one down because in The Sims 4, I'm currently playing with a lot of families. For some reason, in The Sims 3 and Sims 2, I would just be doing like lots of cheating, lots of like stuff like that, avoiding children, sending them off to like private school. But in The Sims 4, I'm playing with a lot of families. So when I play with families, I tend to put down the crafts table, but I never really do that when I'm building. But as soon as I put that crafts table, got me thinking, if I'm putting down the crafts table, that means there's a kid living in here, which means this is a family home. I know it doesn't look like a typical family home, but you can live absolutely anywhere. So I was like, okay, that's great because there's so many decorative items and objects that can be used to pack out this house now, and it really helped me in sort of like designing this entire house because as you can see, I'm now packing out the kitchen, which is all very quite cluttered anyway. I have tested this out. Your Sims can still cook stuff with all the clutter around it, which I love, by the way. I love the cluttered look because it looks very lived in, and it just meant I could put more stuff down and help me out with that sort of like very family lived in and has lived in here for quite some time look. So I went to the debug section and looked for like kids projects that they made for school, stuck them on the shelves. I also found some of the creator artsy crafty stuff that they can make on that little art table there, and stuck them on the walls because their parents or whoever looks after them are very proud of what they've done and how creative their child is, and so they stuck them on the walls. Those pictures there of the palm trees, they are from the gallery. I used them in my Frankenstein build. I will put down the name of the person who created that bit of artwork so you can see what else they've done, and I'll pop it in the description box below. I'll pop down that gallery ID. And yeah, once I discovered and agreed to myself there'll be a kid in this home living in it, it just made decorating this house so much more easier to do, because there's so much so many items and clutter items for you now to use, which was brilliant. So moving outside, you don't really get me to see the outside, do you? Because mainly I don't know what I'm doing the outside, But I knew more what I was going to do with the outside than I was going to do with the bedrooms. So that is why I have come outside, because like I don't know what I'm doing with these bedrooms. I put my hands up, I have no idea. So let's just go outside, shall we? And do the garden, because like I said, I now know we have a kid in this house, so we can now put down like a basketball hoop, we can put swings in there. I could put like monkey bars in there. I don't put monkey bars in here. I do put a swing in though. And I could put down a jacuzzi. Kids can't use jacuzzi, but can they use jacuzzi? I don't know. Jacuzzi. Hot tub. I don't think kids can use hot tubs, but hey yo, the adults can use it. We can put down a little fire pit. Gotta have a barbecue in your garden. I got a little bit confused with the fire pit. I have used them once before, but I got a bit confused. You're meant to use these thingies. I was like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense than those chairs, because that was a lot of chairs. So yeah, I put them down, and yeah, you basically get to see me do the garden. And so yeah, you're not missing out on much. This is me doing the garden. Just popping down some bushes to make it more green and suburban home garden like. I do put in more flowers off screen. I just felt like, okay, me doing the garden and showing you how I do gardens is now bumping the length and the time of this footage, and it's going to be quite long. I haven't put the screenshots. What have I? Because when I was like picking which video to do a voiceover on, I noticed I had two. I went for this one without checking out what the other one was, but I went for this one. But it doesn't really matter, does it? Because I'm doing the voiceover, but it doesn't really matter which of the two videos that I somehow have of this build, because I think the other one may be the ones with the screenshots added to it, which is why that one may be longer. But it doesn't really matter what video I'm talking against, because I have to put against one of those two videos, so it doesn't really matter. I think I just solved the mystery of why I have two of these videos, because one is called Brutalist Home and the other one was called Brutalist Rustic Home. I was like, why they're the same video, but I don't understand why I have two of them. So I think one of them may have the screenshots on it. Because I did do this voiceover once before, but I didn't like it, and I edited the voiceover, and I was like, why am I editing this? I don't really like it. I might well just do it again. I think I just figured out why I have two. Oh, okay. Right. Because I edited that one, and I may have put down the screenshots. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So anyways, moving on to the bedroom. Right. So, like I said, I didn't know what to do with the bedrooms, but with the thinking of using items that I wouldn't necessarily use or gravitate towards, I decided to go for this season's bed. I normally go for the other season's bed that doesn't really look like it has a headboard, but it does. It's just slightly sunken down a little bit. So I decided to use this one. I used it in the purple colour swatch because, like I said in one of my other voiceovers that I did before this one, I don't really use purple in my builds, which is a shame. It's a nice colour, but I just don't really go for it. So I was trying to use this bed. Unfortunately, I do change it for the nicer season bed. Well, I think it's the nicer season beds. I know some people don't like it, but I really, really like that other season's bed because I like the little detail around the corners of the duvet sort of like folding over onto itself like duvets do when you got a big one. So I changed it up for that. This one. So I changed it up for that one. I don't know. Oh yeah, the tiny little thing tables there, the side tables. I really, really like using like long, single, droopy light right by your beds. I really, really like that. I've done it before. I would keep doing it until I get bored of it. So that's what I did here. And just putting some pictures above the bed just to like fill it out a little bit. So yeah, in this place we have 2.5 bedrooms because for the master bedroom they just have a little toilet and sink area. It doesn't have a bath or a shower because I couldn't fit one in. So this is basically it really for that master bedroom. So here, I have absolutely no idea how I was going to decorate this kid's bedroom. And part of me was like, can I start recording and just do this off screen, just have a fiddle around, just a bit of a playground of like colours and furniture, just to find like a style that I like and then just record it again and just make it for you guys to see. But part of me is like, no, you're not going to do that. You're so close. This is the last bedroom in this house. I know it's a bit higgledy-piggledy or all over the place, but this is the last bedroom in this house. You're not stopping. You're gonna keep going and you're just gonna figure it out whilst recording, and it's gonna be great, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be brilliant. And then I discovered these Void Critters posters, and it reminded me that there are quite a lot of Void Critter things in the game. Also thought about the way I did the every room is a different pack challenge, and I really liked how the kids' bedroom turned out, and it was like, okay, let's use those packs, let's use the Parenthood pack and the pack that I got for that one. And yeah, and then I discovered the Void Critters and I was like, oh, Get Famous has some Void Critter stuff, and so I went to Get Famous, and this is quite a dark room, I know that, and the window there does look out into some lovely rocks, so you're not getting that much light, but saying that, I'm happy with it, alright? Because I was struggling, because I really just wanted to stop recording and do it off screen, but I was too stubborn. I really wanted to get on with it. Notice that this shelf here has lots of lovely different swatches, as I've gotta use some of this. Put a dragon down because dragons could be Void Critters. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed watching, and please enjoy the rest of your day, whatever that may contain, and hopefully I will see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.